Hey guys, big review today. Big review today. And especially today, because today is a big day here in the United States. Today is Labor Day or Memorial Day. I am not in front of a computer, so I can't remember which one's in September. I think it's Labor Day. I think it's Labor Day in September and Memorial Day in May. I think they're kind of the two. I don't know how they're related actually, but I just always think of them because like they're kind of like on both ends. They're kind of like on both sides of summer. They're like bookends of summer. So you got Memorial Day in May, and then Labor Day in September, and those are kind of the 2 months around summer. So that's why I confuse the two sometimes. So yeah, that's today, and it's Labor Day. So happy Labor Day, everybody! And today I'm gonna review Labor Day, and Labor Day, for those of you who don't know, is a day off for a lot of people in the United States, both in school and from work. It's just a day that everybody takes off. And, Labor Day has origins, and I don't know what those are. I would assume it's labor related, by which I mean like the workforce, like working people, working class, I would assume. And I guess because you take the day off, you're not doing labor. I can only assume that that's why they call it Labor Day, is because it's related to everybody taking the day off. Maybe they say hey, we don't, maybe back in the day they were like, we're doing labor and we want to take a day off and let's do Labor Day. So that's possible. That's possibly where that came from. A lot of Labor Day related jokes is to talk about labor and how, isn't it interesting that you take Labor Day and do no labor on Labor Day? We like to innovate around here. We like to kind of do things a little bit differently. So, let's play with that. Let's play with Labor Day and try to find a joke that hasn't been done before, I think. So like you could say labor as in giving birth. You could say Labor Day as in women giving birth, perhaps. And but it's different from International Women's Day. I guess Labor Day would be like a kind of a roundabout, kind of an indirect way of saying, happy happy Women's Day. But so I guess International Women's Day is more fitting. But I mean, there's still potential. You could say, happy labor sure isn't happy. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to birth and such. So there is that. You could do that. There's not a lot of other directions you can go with like a Labor Day related joke, I guess. Like a Labor Party. I hear there's a political party in the United Kingdom. So not the US, but the UK. And they're the Labor Party. And so you could say, hey, wait a second. Why are we having Labor Day in the US when there's the Labor Party is in the UK? That's pretty different. And you could kind of you can make the connection and kind of compare what's similar and different when it comes to those two things, which could be fun. That could be fun. And as far as there's only so many definitions and variations of labor that you could use. I did think at one point about Arbor Day and how Arbor Day and Labor Day are kind of similar. There are similarities and differences, mainly 5 letters with the last 3 being BOR. Um, that you could draw that connection and also say, oh, there's differences too. Like on you could say on Arbor Day, we celebrate trees. And then on Labor Day, we cut them down because that's labor. That's what labor does. So you could say that. Um, Otherwise, I mean, uh, maybe you could think about the ways that you would spend Labor Day, uh, and or like how it's different from other holidays. You could draw comparisons there and say, well, Christmas we have green and red, and what do we have for Labor Day? Not a lot. There's no Labor Day character. There's an Arbor Day. You think of trees. Labor Day, you think of day off school. Yeah, so that you could make a comparison there too. And yeah, so that's possible. But I mean, what? So you could also talk about what you do on Labor Day, and what I would do on Labor Day is just not go to work, and just it would be kind of like it would be comparable to kind of a weekend, like an extra weekend day, so like an extended like a long weekend. So you could it's that's what I do, is I kind of treat it as an additional day off in my weekend. And for that, I am thankful for Labor Day, and the kind of freedom to do what you want on Labor Day is kind of like, and a lot of people like go outside, and it's kind of one last hurrah for the summer, like like we're going back to school, but like here's one last let's go out with a bang, you know what I'm saying? And so some people would do that, and no, I'm not. I mean, I'm not in school. I mean, I used to be in school, and I guess that would have been me, but I'm not in school, so that's not so much for me. So I guess that's a thing you could do with Labor Day if you're making content about Labor Day. That's one idea. But yeah, so as far as Labor Day goes, we appreciate our laborers. So Labor Day gets a 9 out of 10, I think. Thank you.